Hi, friends. Pastor Kevin here, and it is time for Pastor Kevin and Friends. You know what's coming up next week? That's right, no school. Yeah, that's cool. There's no school. But why is there no school? Because it is Thanksgiving break, and you get to be with some cool people on Thanksgiving. I'm looking forward to Thanksgiving Day because I've got family coming in. My son's going to be here. My daughters are going to be here, and some cousins and some other people I haven't seen for a while. We're going to have a lot of food, and we're gonna have dessert. Now, my mom won't be here, and since my mom won't be here, I could eat dessert before my main meal. Isn't that cool? And life is short. We got to eat dessert first. Don't tell my mom I might eat dessert first. But you know what she would say? It's okay, but don't eat too much. Dessert is so yummy, yummy, yummy. I like dessert. But what's your favorite Thanksgiving dessert? Is it cake? Ice cream? Oh, yeah, I like my ice cream. Oh, pie. Do you like pie? Pumpkin or chocolate? What's your favorite pie? Cupcakes? Oh, all of those sound. Oh, cookies. Cookies are really good too. I like peanut butter cookies and chocolate chip cookies and any of them that are in front of me. I used to eat a whole lot of cookies, but I don't eat so many anymore. They are so, so yummy. But we like all those sweets. They're so good. But think about a pie. What is a pie crust made of? Do you know? Well, we start with flour and we add some butter and some salt and some cooking grease is what it's called. And we mix it all together, we roll it out, and we start making a pie crust. And then what we put in the pie crust makes the pie crust even better than pie crust by itself. But if you took those ingredients, say the flour, and tasted it, yuck. Or what if you're making a cake and it calls for an egg? Raw egg doesn't taste too good. Pudding, have you ever tasted just the pudding powder without the milk mixed in it? Or just before you put it in the refrigerator for it to set up, it doesn't taste too good all by itself. It needs to be mixed with some other things, doesn't it? All by themselves, a pie crust doesn't taste too good, or an egg just doesn't taste too good unless it's cooked. We've got to have all of those ingredients put together and mixed together. All by themselves, yuck. Cooking oil by itself, yuck. They've got to be mixed. And they need a little sugar in there and a lot of love when we make it. I think life can be a little bit like a dessert. So all by itself, it can be kind of dry, kind of bland, kind of bitter, not always good. Sometimes in life, we have hard times. We have sad times. We have raw times, dry times, bland times. Sometimes we have bad days. Maybe a friend had to move away. Maybe we fell down and we got a cut on our leg and we needed to have a Band-Aid. Maybe you moved. Maybe you got a bad grade at school. Maybe you had a bad day at school. Somebody said something mean to you, didn't want to be your friend, or maybe you got sick and you puked all over the cafeteria and you were embarrassed and you had to go home. Yeah, bad things happen. But there are also good times. Maybe you get to go on a trip. Maybe you get to spend the night at a friend's house. Or maybe for no reason at all, you got to go get ice cream. And or maybe you got to stay up late. Some of the dessert ingredients by themselves don't taste very good, but when everything's mixed together, it makes something good. And when our life, we have our good things and we have our bad things, but all mixed together, we have something pretty good. And God is able to blend all of the bad times and all of the good times of our lives together and make something good. And all together, they create a life that is meaningful and useful. God's word says in Romans 8:28, and it's a beautiful promise of God, God causes all the things to work together for the good of those who love him and are called according to his good purpose. There was a man in the Bible, Joseph. His brothers didn't like him. They threw him in a pit. Then they sold him into slavery. Then he went into prison. And all these bad things happened. But at the very end, he ended up saving his brothers and their dad and the whole nation of people. And he was elevated to the second most important person in the land. All of those bad things mixed together for something really, really good in the end. All things are not good, but in God's hands, they can be mixed and blended together into something that is a beautiful creation, your life. It's during those bad times that we get to see how big our God is, how big and wide and deep the love that he has for us is. He loves each and every one of us, and he is in control, and we can trust him. So happy Thanksgiving from me, Holy Cow, Jazz, and all my other friends. Have a great Thanksgiving.